Do you guys play video games?
Way too much. Way too much. But, I mean, I started on Super Mario. That was one of my first video games. And so after playing that, I became obsessed with video games, but now I'm obsessed with Warcraft, and it's hard to go back for me to the flat, I like the produced stuff. My favorite games are like Dark Souls games, like Bloodborne and Elden Ring, and then I also, I love anything that's super produced. So I'm one of those God of War stuff that's very that's not the scrolling kind of game.
You like this kind of thing, in other words, right?
No, not anymore.
That's the classic video game from early 90s. This is like I think for a lot of people, the Mario Brothers is sort of that. If you're like nostalgic stuff, that's what this is, because it's been around for like 30 years plus.
It's iconic.
It's iconic, and there's been lots of Mario Brother movies out. It seems like I don't know how many. Oh, there is the original.
I mean, it's hip if Pedro Pascal played one of the Mario Brothers on Saturday Night Live, so that means that they're still hip.
And get this cast, this voice cast. It's Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Brie Larson. So a good cast.
If you're doing a video game movie, you need Jack Black. That's just the rule.
I know.
Oh my God, he's like. It's the easiest, you can walk in, just t-shirt and jeans and sit down and just talk into a microphone for a couple of days.
He's just himself, and he's funny. It works out perfect.
I want that job. I remember working with voiceover people, and they come in flip-flops and shorts, and they drive up in a Ferrari and get out and with their flip-flops and come in and get the script, and they're like, okay, what? Who, me?
See, I think that seems really hard because you're just in this sound booth and you're not seeing or reacting to anybody. You're just, it's all in your head, I guess.
When I worked at CNN, I was in the department, and James Earl Jones came in. And he went, "This is CNN. That'll be $10 million."
Okay, thank you. I'm out. Well, they used to have those voiceovers for trailers, and we had a couple of guys who were super famous for that.
Yes.
So
only one man.
Only one man.
Yeah.
Save the world.
But anyway, so this is coming out on April Fool's Day. In Japan, it's coming out April 24th, so a few weeks later. And directed by Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath. So
have they done anything before?
Oh boy, here we go.
That's what I wanted to know.
I had to ask.
Who are these jokers? I don't know who they are.
They're both animators, storyboard artists, screenwriters. They've done. Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
On the Cartoon Network. He co-directed the Super Mario Brothers movies, so he's he did the first one. So
it was a valid question.
Yeah.
Which first one?
The one from 2023, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, okay.
This is a sequel to this one. That
I'm thinking way back. Remember
with Bob Hoskins? And,
oh God, I totally forgot about that.
That was just brutal.
Oh,
I remember Bob Hoskins was going, "What am I doing?"
Maybe that's why I was like, I heard there's Mario Brothers. I'm like, oh really? Oh.
Yeah.
This is animated. So let's
animation's come a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what we got going on. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right. So, video game movie. Hold the work. And
movie.
Is that Koopa?
It looks real. He's an artist. That's exactly what it feels like.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up.
That was cute.
Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint, boodle-doo, boodle-doo, and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi! What's up, Mario? Behold! I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the colors.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones!
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking.
Bowser.
Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
That sounded like Jack Black with his voice higher.
It wasn't though. It's Benny Safdie Jr.
Wow, that was Benny Safdie. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Bowser Jr.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
I got she almost looked bored doing that. Like this again? Okay.
Right.
I got it. Okay,
Well,
so
it looks
who
like
was
they got
who?
the princess doing a little bit more than she did in the video games. I remember where she was just basically sitting on the floor in the castle after Mario beats everything, and she's like, "I'm sorry, Mario, your princess is in another castle.
Princesses are just being rescued. They just sit
Or-
around doing nothing.
Thank you for saving me."
Thanks. I got the man came to save me.
So Kathy, you were right. Bowser is Jack Black. Bowser Jr. is Benny
I told
Safdie.
you.
Ah,
And
It just
Brie
sounded
Larson
like
was Rosalina, and
Okay.
Mario's Chris Pratt. Charlie Day is Luigi.
Oh, that did sound like Dark
Anya
Charlie Day.
Taylor-Joy
Okay.
is Princess Peach. Keegan Michael Key is Toad. So
All right.
that's the cast.
That they're so produced now. I mean, they're like almost 3D CGI. Like it's not like their usual animation. But I kind of like
Right.
that. I think it's kind of epic. I mean, I feel like you could almost do just about anything now. Like
yeah, you can.
video
I
game
mean,
wise or cartoon, like old cartoons, just bring them to life. Make them 3D. It's
you can
amazing.
do anything, and that's it's been that way for a while, and people haven't
Mhm.
really pushed it, But this
Yeah.
to me just looks like it looks like where we are right now in the state of the art with the CGI. It looks photorealistic,
Yeah.
except the characters look like animated toys, in a realistic environment. Like there's dust particle, it's like so realistic that you even get the sense of presence of particulates in the air, in the distance, things, it's so produced, and part of me is like, wow, that looks so cool.
It does.
Another part of me says, God, I'm so glad I'm not working on this, because I imagine every and I've heard this from people who've worked on movies like this, where they say every molecule of this film has been tweaked by 12 people.
Yeah, definitely.
Every molecule, like can you make the eyebrow go up just a little bit more?
Yeah.
Can he flare his nostril just a little bit less? Can you make that hair? So you're making adjustment, and the next day you show it, and it's like, can you put the hair back the way it was yesterday or on April 8th? It's a nightmare to work on things where everything is tweakable. When you work on movies with human beings, you have to live with it. You have to live with the performance that you got in the camera. I mean, to a degree, you can fix certain things, but you can't tweak as much as you can with computer generated stuff. And that to me is the nightmare of it.
That's true.
Well, just when you look at the end credits of any of these movies,
yes,
they go on and on and on forever. And that one person is just working on the hair of one character, and that's all they do.
Yeah.
It's a whole crew of people that just do the lighting.
Right.
That's like, where do you, in virtual lighting, it's not real lights, but it's light. You're moving lights around so that you get more, red on this side. Can you make it a little bit higher? Yeah, like that, but in the front, no, in the back.
Not as hot. Can you pull back? I mean,
you make it blue. I
mean, lighting is the key to anything. Like whether it's
Yes.
like a good shot or good animation, it's all about lighting. I think people underestimate that. That's why, like, when you're taking even just photos with your iPhone, a lot of people don't understand how lighting is the key, and they'll just take a shot and they go, "Oh, the picture's so terrible." Well, if you turned a little bit more toward the light, you would have had better light on your face.
Yes.
So there's like always the light, and even when
Yes,
you're doing
light.
posters. Well, you have to use different shots with light coming from different sides.
Yeah.
And trying to make that work together is really hard. Like people can just tell, they don't even know why they know it doesn't work. Like, it just looks wrong. because the
don't
lighting
belong
was wrong.
together. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the lighting looked really impressive in this.
I mean, it looks like it's not, it's not my kind. It's not a movie I'm going to sit and watch just because that's not my thing. But I think for kids or people who are into this kind of thing, it looks like it's fun. I like the first half of the trailer, which was this scene, this actual scene.
I like the scene. That was
cool. Yeah. Bowser and Luigi and Mario. And then it turned into more of a standard trailer. So, an interesting trailer for if you're into this kind of stuff. I think it'll be successful and look good.
You're into this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You might be surprised. One thing I learned about movies like this is that sometimes they're actually really good. I remember when the Lego movie came out and I saw the trailers or saw the promotional stuff and I was like, okay, such a toy money grab, product placement kind of. It's like an entire movie about a product, a toy. Mm-hmm. And I watched the movie and it was actually really good. And the Toy Story movies and the Pixar stuff and the DreamWorks stuff. It's like they have good writers on those things because I think they know that kids are going to be watching them, but also their parents are going to be watching them, and you got to appeal to them too because they're going to go to the movie and sit there for 2 hours too. So
and they're doing crazy box office. Yes. I mean, that is where the money is made now. So I feel like somehow I'm not getting it, but maybe I should start watching them. But it's like I'm glad they're here because I want the box office to get better.
No, so it's great to see them do well.
K-pop, bring in more, video game animation, whatever it takes.
And it's great creativity. I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of creativity going into making that story. Do we have a poster?
We do not.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of the creativity of it, I have to say something in defense of the artists who work on this. There's so much talk about AI, right? Everybody's worried and freaking out about AI. But the things that people who kind of keep up with such things and people who are artists themselves and designers, you can smell AI immediately. Okay. And there's also, I've gone into it more in other videos, but this to me is, I would imagine that the companies that make these things are not using AI proudly, like saying, there's maybe something in the credits, no AI was used in the production of this film because there's so much backlash against what people are calling AI slop. And I think the art of creative people gets underappreciated for things like this because, like I was saying before, every aspect can be tweaked. And those people who are doing those tweaks deserve so much credit for making all of those tweaks and for designing all those characters and for doing all this motion capture. Like when you see him finish his painting, he's like, he does a realistic reaction that you get, you understand it, you relate to it, even though he's a big cartoon turtle or a little cartoon turtle. But the artists who work on these things, I think, don't get enough credit because I think a lot of people, sadly, think that all they did was click a mouse button and everything sort of appeared out of nowhere. And this kind of work, sadly, has been devalued in recent years because I think a lot of people have been convinced somehow that CGI is cheap or cheesy or, not like, people, you hear so many people saying the special effects in the old days are so much better. It's like, well,
I don't know anyone who says that.
I do.
Special effects were better. I don't know about better.
Go into
just
any
different.
Special effects forum and people are like, I hate CGI. If it's got CGI in it, I am not watching it.
Maybe it's the CGI that's really obvious. Maybe I don't know.
Because they're talking about bad CGI,
background or extensions like to environments that you don't even really notice.
Yeah, they don't notice the stuff they don't notice.
Exactly. It's like that bad CGI. Well, yeah, you saw bad CGI.
Right.
But the good CGI, you're not even noticing. So yeah.
But it gets a bit of a bad reputation, and I would love to see that sort of come back to have CGI stuff treated like real world art, because it's just using different tools, but it's a human involved in the creation, a human involved in the design, and human emotions went into it, life experience, and feelings, and a person who had a real childhood actually designed these characters, and they're and I think sometimes people need to balance their dislike for CGI against the whatever they think of as a looming threat of AI.
It also comes down to a good script, and maybe this has it because that little scene was very funny.
It was.
It had a lot of cute stuff.
Sweet.
So
That what you just said is the key to the whole thing.
It is the key to everything.
The script.
The script. All right. Let us know what you think about Mario Brothers Galaxy.
Super Mario coming April 1st for all you fools out there.
All you idiots.
Take care, everybody.
Bye everybody.